All right, Coach. Well, teams head to Australia. Talk a little bit about the tour and how this trip will help your program.
Well, we're excited to go. Obviously, it gives us a little bit of extra time to be together in a playing situation, kind of a normal season-like situation. And it's been a lot of preparation, especially coming in late. We kind of picked up where the last staff left off and had to get everybody's passports and all those things going. But it looks like it should be really fun. We've gotten the itinerary dialed down, and the kids are getting excited. We do have a little bit of preparation before, and so once all our kids get back, we can start practice.
Talk about, being you and your staff's first year here, how much of an advantage is this for your program to kind of get out on the court and play some games?
Well, it'll be fun to, one, the practice part, we'll get to see our team in full practices, but two, to actually play and in live competition will definitely help us to maybe iron out some of those things that usually a team irons out at the beginning in their preseason. So hopefully we'll be able to see some of the positives and negatives and be able to iron those things out before we start live competition.
Okay. You said players are kind of funneling in throughout the summer. When do you get everyone together, and when do you begin practices for the trip?
Well, official practice starts on the 28th of July, and that is when we've had a couple kids, because of transfers and different types of things, we've had a couple kids having to finish up some stuff this summer. And so we will expect to see everybody right around that 28th time and be able to practice for those 2 weeks before we head over.
Okay. I imagine, aside from, on the court, basketball X's and O's kind of, a trip like this also is pretty crucial as far as your team chemistry. Is this a great bonding opportunity for your team as well to be close together and go through this experience?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you'll do a retreat or some kind of event before your season starts. I think this was a perfect one. You go, thousands of miles away, and you're in an environment where everybody's a little bit uncomfortable, and so they have to kind of stick together and understand what we're trying to do. It's nice to be able to also see some of the sights and kind of bond together that way. You always, it's always interesting to see those kids when you travel. Most of the time you start that when you start the season, but this will be nice to see everybody kind of in that element when we're out there and preparing for games early.
Okay. What kind of competition can you expect from the teams that you'll be playing over there?
Well, you can't know a lot just because of the teams have been playing their club teams. They're different ages of kids and all different levels. So Australia has good basketball, and we're excited to play against some of those competitors. It's kind of an unknown. We can expect that. I guess the biggest thing is we got to worry about ourselves and make sure that we're prepared and ready to go. And then it will be some of the unknown. It'll be fun to see our team, adapt to some of the styles of play as we go over there.
Okay. With Fresno State having a strong Australian connection, is this kind of the ideal place to take a foreign tour?
Yeah, absolutely. As far we obviously we have Alex Sheedy, and we're excited. We're going to be able to go to her hometown and practice and meet with her family, and so we're really excited about that. We can't recruit while we're over there. We can talk to coaches. We cannot talk to kids, but at the same time, they can come and watch our games and see how one of their their own plays and interacts with our team. And so I think it's ideal for a Fresno State to be over there. From what I know, this is the first time they've been over there or taken a tour like this, and so I think it's kind of a nice reward for our girls and also for our Australians to go over there and play in front of their country.
would you like to keep? I know you can't recruit right now when we're over there, but is recruiting Australian and foreign players something that you would like to do with your program?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done it. When I was at Wyoming, we recruited Australian players. We've had multiple Australian players at Northern Colorado, and so it's definitely something that we want to continue doing. I think Fresno is a great transition from Australia. It's similar in kind of the lay of the land, and also for us and our way that we play, I think that an Australian can definitely come in and be able to continue to play the same structure, the same type of system they've already been in Australia. They'll see that same thing here.
Okay. I guess aside from the basketball standpoint, is there one thing you're looking forward to with the trip the most?
Well, we have a lot of fun activities planned. I'm partial to Melbourne because that's where I've recruited. So we have some good friends there. I'm excited to see some of our good friends and some of the coaches, but we also have I've never been to Sydney. I've been to Cairns, I've been to Melbourne, but I'm excited to see, is it the Opera House and some of the structure and the architecture there in Sydney, and then obviously the snorkeling in Cairns and to the Great Barrier Reef will be something that for our players you may never do again in your life, and it's something that you have to see. It's an amazing thing that you just don't see day to day. So I'm really excited to have our players be able to see that.